You guys might have heard of a woman, just a woman. You might have heard of a woman. Name a woman. Name a woman, everyone. Can you name a woman? Most people can't do this. Most people do not know a single woman. It's true. It's true. Ask someone to name a woman, they just, you know what? I don't know. And then you ask them, wait, are you married? Yeah, I have a wife and 5 daughters. Interesting phenomenon, right? However, there is one woman who wrote a book called Harry Potter, and the world has never recovered. Her name is JOANNE Kathleen Rowling, better known as J.K. Rowling. Wait, is that actually her name? I thought it was a pen name. Oh, it is her name. Pen name J.K. Rowling? That's not a pen name. That's just her initials. Why do they call it a pen name? Anyway, so she's become very well known over the last 5-6 years or so for basically just hating trans people and being like an anti-trans political lobbyist. And she's basically made it her entire personality, which gave those of us who hated her for writing shitty children's books that a lot of adult children are still obsessed with to this very day to an uncomfortable degree, a valid reason for hating her aside from just that, which we always appreciate. It's nice when the person who you already hate for relatively petty reasons turns out to be a huge piece of shit for actual, real, substantial reasons. So, J.K. Rowling has previously tried to, she was like a Labour voter. She loved Labour. She frames herself as like a progressive. And then because of her transphobia thing, she's basically become like a right-winger, like a Tory, who does nothing but associate with like the worst right-wingers you could ever imagine, who has basically become so poisoned by her hatred that she has become, while still nonetheless trying to frame herself as like still being a progressive, it's obvious to fucking anyone looking at her with half a brain that she's just the right-winger now. But there is a thing that people like her do where they like try to frame themselves as like the one rational progressive against like a sea of irrational people around her. And then she goes to like all the right-wing media, she like legitimizes all of the worst right-wingers you could ever imagine by being that person. Like a Dave Rubin type. And like even the new Tory fucking Labour Party, who by the way are very much anti-trans, are still to J.K. Rowling too much for her. Because she came out like right now, a couple of weeks before the election, to publicly accuse Labour of abandoning women by not being transphobic enough. Because they're only mildly transphobic. They're not like kill them all transphobic like she is. By the way, JK, if you see this video and you want to sue me for libel, I'd just like to let you know that the UK actually doesn't have universal jurisdiction. So I'm located in Shenzhen, China. And if you want to file a defamation case against me, I suggest you contact my lawyer, Xi Jinping. He'll be glad to talk to you about it. Anyway, writing in the Times, the Harry Potter author said that she would struggle to vote for Sir KEIR Starmer, saying that she had a poor opinion of his character. Can you imagine, like, KEIR Starmer being too radical for you? KEIR Starmer? KEIR Starmer is like Boris Johnson. Like, give me a fucking break. This is like saying that I can't bring myself to vote for Joe Biden because he's too woke. At that point, you're just revealing yourself as somehow even more of a right-winger than those people are, and they are already really a fucking right-wing. Asked about Rowling's comments, Sir KEIR, why is he a sir, by the way? What was he given a knighthood for? They just give that shit out like candy. It's a tradition because he was the head of public prosecutions. So basically, he was like a cop. He was like the head cop, the head put people in jail guy, and they gave him a knighthood for that. They really just give that out like candy. They give it out to pedophiles. They give it out to everyone. Vorsh is going to be next. Vorsh is probably the next fucking knight of the British Empire. He said, I do respect her and I would point out the long track record Labour has in government of passing really important legislation that has enhanced the rights of women. What a cuck. What a fucking cuck. If I was running for election, which I will in the future, by the way, I'm going to be the president one day of which country? Who knows? Maybe China. And someone was like, what do you think about this person who just like publicly shit on you totally right before an election? I'd be like, you know what? I'm adding a new election promise. We're going to pass a law to put them in a fucking cell. Not just any cell, the cube. That would be my response. This guy's a fucking cuck. He's not like me at all. That might be a good thing though. Or is it? Leave a comment down below letting us know. So the problem is, her problem with KEIR Starmer is that once he said that 99.9% of women do not have a penis. And on Thursday night, he said he agreed with former Labour leader Tony Blair's position on the issue. By the way, isn't that fucking weird to anyone how the BBC absolutely has to add the Sir title to every single person who has it? Can't they just say Tony Blair? Why does it have to be Sir every time? British people are fucking weird, dude. But Starmer said, biologically, a woman is with a vagina and a man is with a penis. Dude, in the UK, like, actual candidates for Prime Minister are repeating lines from Kindergarten fucking Cop. What is this? It sounds like a child, like, woman have vagina, man have penis. What is going on in your politics when people are saying shit like this? I can't believe what I'm reading, honestly. Like, to appease fucking J.K. Rowling and the mob of, like, old, like, fucking, radfem ladies who for some reason are listened to in the UK. You have to set up like a professional film crew and say to the camera, the official radfem Pledge of Allegiance, which is, this is it. This is the radfem Pledge of Allegiance. Woman, vagina. Man, penis. Please vote Labour. Please vote for us. Which, by the way, like, the begging for votes doesn't make any sense because they're going to win the election with the largest swing anyone has ever seen in the history of any country in the entire world. So it doesn't even fucking make sense that they are doing that. It doesn't even make sense that for them to cower towards this, like, transphobic line unless they genuinely believe in the transphobia, so they must. So it's not just pathetic. They're actively malicious and harmful and just terrible people deep down. There's no reason to cater to these transphobic people who have really no real political clout and are not the deciding factor in the election or anything like that. Even from, like, a practical, like, cynical standpoint of, like, careerism, there's no reason for it aside from just being a shitty person who wants to throw trans people under the bus for no reason, who wants to throw, like, a tiny powerless minority under the bus, a tiny powerless minority that really doesn't fucking want anything aside from to be allowed to exist in public as normal people can and to, like, be able to get basic healthcare that they need. Oh my god, here Rowling does it. She said, for left-leaning women like us, this isn't and has never been about trans people enjoying the rights of every other citizen and being able to free to present and identify however they wish. This is about the rights of women and girls to assert their boundaries. It's about freedom of speech and observable truth. The right of women and girls to assert their boundaries, like making sure that every single political candidate says the official radfem Pledge of Allegiance. I do solemnly swear, man have penis, woman have vagina. As a left-leaning person, no, you are not left-leaning at all. You never were. You were a fucking Blairite. Like, even before she became, like, a massive, like, out-and-out public transphobe, she was still a Blairite. You were never left-leaning. You were always right-wing. And she says that she is not going to vote for, Labour, which probably means she's going to vote for the fucking Tories or, like, the Liberal Democrats who are, like, sort of libertarians, but not exactly. So she's not going to vote for the red Tories. She's going to vote for the actual blue Tories or, like, the libertarian weirdo age of consent Tories who are just somehow even worse than the red Tories, while publicly giving interviews where she talks about how she's left-leaning. I don't get it. I mean, I get it entirely. These are for some reason, like, liberals have to, like, it's not fashionable to just admit that you're a fucking liberal. It's not fashionable to just admit that you're right-wing. So you have to pretend that you're not. It's not good enough for these people to just be like, yeah, I'm a fucking boring old lady who supports generic boring old lady shit. Like, fuck everyone but myself. She has to be cool. She has to be hip. So she has to pretend to be left-wing. She likes the label, but she doesn't like the actual politics that come with it. Because those politics would affect her bottom line, would perhaps bring other people up to a level closer to her, and that would make her feel less special. So she wants to be a liberal while pretending to be something, like, somehow more to the left than that, because it sounds cool to her. That's just another element of her politics that is me, and yeah, it's all about herself. It's all about making herself feel good and feel special, while of course maintaining the material comforts that she has as a literal fucking billionaire from writing shitty kids books that I really wish we could stop talking about and that people would stop fucking reading when they're already like 40 years old. Thank you. I hate that what this woman says gets headlines. It should not. No one should give a shit about what she has to say because she wrote like a shitty fucking book where there's black characters named like, I don't know, J.Mar Shackleton. It's not fucking right, man. Wait. Kingsley Shackleton is a real character name? I thought that was from a parody. Wait, are you kidding me? I thought Kingsley Shackleton was like a parody of like a name that she would make up. No fucking way. Do you get it? Kingsley, because it's like a stereotypical sort of Caribbean black name. So that's the sort of black people that she's more familiar with because she's from the UK. And Shacklebolt because of slavery. Shackle, get it? And Bolt because he's a wizard, obviously. I did not know that was a real character. I didn't know. I thought it was like a joke that someone made up of like a character name that she would make because she's a racist. But it is a real fucking character. Kingsley Shacklebolt. No fucking way. Like the white equivalent of this would be like John Genocide Smith. That's my vote for like a anti-white racist stereotypical name. But like Kingsley Shacklebolt. Kingsley, stereotypical Caribbean black man name. Shackle obviously because fucking slavery. I cannot fucking believe this woman, man. I can't fucking believe that we have to listen to anything she has to say. Unbelievable. Anyway, there's my coverage of that. God, sorry to bring it to you all. I'm very sorry about that.